What is up, Aries? Welcome to your general love reading. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's begin. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. My name is Jordyn. I'm a master Reiki practitioner and a tarot reader. So all of the goodies you need to know are down in the description box. Aries, let's see what we got for you. Let's see what we got for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. For love and romance between them and their person. This is you. King of Pentacles, Knight of Cups in reverse. Eight of Cups, Four of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Okay, and see your person. Ten of Swords, Three of Pentacles, the World, Star in reverse, Eight of Swords, Five of Swords. Okay. And let's see the current situation. Three of Swords in reverse, Five of Cups, Three of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, overall, Queen of Wands. Okay. So you can flip-flop the energies, but this is one individual, this is the other, and this is your situation. Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles over here and the Knight of Cups. This person's playing hard to get. They're acting like they don't want to be affectionate, but really what they do want to be is the perfect partner. They want to be loving, they want to be supportive, they want to be grounded, they want to be all these things, but they're acting very emotionally detached. Eight of Cups, right? But they want to make the offer to have this long-term commitment. They want it. They want it. I kind of feel that both people are embodying this energy, to be honest with you. It feels like a mutual energy. Over here, we have the Ten of Swords, the Three of Pentacles. This is the energy of an individual who's really feeling like, oh my gosh, it's done, it's really done. And then we have the World, right? The end of the karmic contract. I say karmic contract because this is really painful. There's a lot of lessons that have been learned. These people did need time to be separated, and if you are going through a separation or not talking or not as close emotionally as you once were, it's because the separation's very needed right now. With the Star in reverse, this all happened in divine time. It had to occur this way. The Eight of Swords and the Five of Swords, this is giving both parties time to reflect on the conflict that occurred in this relationship, because the 8 minus the 5 gives you a Three of Swords in reverse. It's allowing time and space for healing to occur. This individual feels very like introspective, very hermit, like I need to be alone. I need to be disconnected. I can't be around my person right now. The overall energy is that Three of Swords in reverse, is the energy of mourning, the Five of Cups, release, right? There is going to be a reconciliation at some point, and the Ace of Pentacles is, to me as a reader, the energy of second chances. I really like this. The overall is the Queen of Wands. This is a very confident energy. And with the Knight of Swords, these two people are having a very standoff. Energetic standoff is how I would put it. Like they're doing the same thing. Like they're both like, I feel very confident in myself. I know my person wants me, but I'm not going to make the first move. And it feels like they're both doing the same thing. Okay? Nobody wants to talk yet because they're both mourning. They're both going through the mourning. So let's clarify. Let's clarify. Let's look at this King of Pentacles over here for Aries. I'll do the King of Pentacles with the Knight of Cups together. Five of Cups, yeah. So they're going through their mourning process. With the Five of Cups in reverse, it's releasing everything that they're emotionally holding on to. Five of Pentacles in reverse, Eight of Cups in reverse, and then the King of Pentacles again. So yes, they're very much so going through this. I'll eventually come out of the cold, right? Sorry, my stick was still burning and it was putting a lot of smoke off. Eight of Cups and then the King of Pentacles in reverse. They're going to come back around. They might not be as confident when it comes to actually communicating and being present in the moment of confronting the other person, because you know it's kind of like right now they're like, I'm really in my power, and then when the moment comes for the actual confrontation of having that conversation, It's, oh gosh, am I still really this confident? Right? But right now they're a little disconnected. So let's see why they're disconnected. 8 of Cups. They're trying to find themselves again. They're trying to get back to their own personal power. They're feeling discouraged. They're feeling broken down is really what it feels like. The Magician to me is distorted masculine energy. This could also be them wanting to have things a certain way and it didn't happen that way, right? Their expectations weren't met. That to me symbolizes a little bit of control, wanting control, expectation. Let's look at the 4 of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. Strength in reverse, 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, Ace of Cups. They really, really want to pursue this. They really want to have this new beginning. It's a matter of there's so much pain right now though, because the Knight of Swords is in reverse and Strength is in reverse. This means that they're when I say ego, we're not talking about in the negative connotation of what the ego is. The ego rules our hurt, our pain, our limiting beliefs, our fears, our insecurities. So we're talking about the ego in regards to what it is in regards like of spirituality and psychology and that nature, like what the ego rules, the devil, right? And then we have the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is lacking the clarity on what they want to communicate because they're lacking the strength, the courage, right? The confidence in oneself to actually go and communicate like, hey, I want this foundation. I want to rebuild with you. I don't know how to do that right now because I'm sitting in a lot of pain and I don't have the emotional space to make that offer because my heart hurts. So they're sitting at the 2 of Wands. They're waiting. They're waiting. They're stuck right now. Let's look at the 10 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles in the World together. The Tower. Yeah, this had to happen. It had to come down. It had to come. This person feels like very, very spiritual. This person feels a little bit more like 3D. This is the individual that's kind of like, I know this had to end. It wasn't working. It was really toxic. I know they feel like hopeful. Like, I know we're going to come back together, but like, I need to release. I need to release. They feel very intuitive. The Tower. Aries, Mars, Scorpio. Yeah, and there's the Ace of Wands. There's 10 of Wands, and there's Temperance, which is my card of your angels, ancestors, and guides. So yeah, they're very connected to the divine, this individual. It doesn't mean that one is better than the other. They just have different ways that they move through the world is really what it feels like. And that can cause some miscommunication, especially right now because we're going into Mercury retrograde. Yay. So check out where Gemini is in your chart because that's the house that it's going to be most affecting. So the 10 of Wands is them understanding that this had to end. A lot of cyclic energy with the World, the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, and now the Ace of Wands going on here. And with Temperance there, that's the card of reconciliation. This person's very aware. They're very intuitive. I want to look at the Star. Yeah, there's the Devil and the 6 of Swords. They know that it's the shadow. They know it's the ego. It's attachment. It's codependency, addiction, limiting beliefs, fears, and insecurities. They realize that they were poking at each other. They were surfacing the deepest wounds within one another. And that this separation was basically, hey, we are no longer going to be doing that in the new cycle that we move into. Like, now is our time to heal all those wounds, realize the behaviors that we were mimicking and mirroring throughout our relationship, and get rid of all that toxicity before we move forward, right? 6 of Swords. So let's look at the 5 and the 8 of Swords together. Yeah, 8 of Swords again in reverse, which is validation for me as a reader that the channel message is correct because it's the same card on top of the same card. And then we have the 4 of Cups in reverse. Their heart isn't shut down. Like I said, they're very intuitive, this one over here. They're very intuitive. They're like, it's like they're not holding on to anger or resentment as much. They're allowing themselves to go through the alchemy of it, like to really mourn and feel what they need to feel. And it's kind of like, I know that's my person. I know we're going to get back together. Meanwhile, this person's just kind of like, what do I do? How should I move? Like the unknown, change, what's going on? Neither is right or wrong. It's just different ways of seeing situations. That's all. Let's look at the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Cups for the current situation. 9 of Swords. Yeah, so there's the stress, the anxiety, the mourning, the Page of Cups, Page of Wands, and the 10 of Swords. Yeah, so it's addressing the wounded child. The Page of Wands to me is the wounded child. It's the wounds within the soul, right? The Page of Cups is being very vulnerable. It's being very authentic of like, okay, yeah, this was my wounded child. This is things that I saw in my childhood through my parents or past partnerships, or I saw in friendships or other dynamics that needed to end. With that Ten of Swords, I was repeating them. My partner was repeating them. And regardless of how many times I thought I healed them, this relationship brought it all to the surface, right? To be addressed. And that's why the 9 minus the 10 gives that Ace of Swords energy, the truth, the reality, the clarity of it all. Because that solar eclipse we had in Taurus on April 30th was the end of a 19-year karmic cycle. So if your relationships at this time have been getting a massive shakeup, it's because you're clearing out all of that karma. Welcome to retrograde season. Woo! So much fun. It is good though. It's really good. 10 of Cups in reverse on the 3 of Cups. This reconciliation is going to happen because you're most likely perpetuating a really distorted 10 of Cups. It wasn't a true 10 of Cups. It was a 10 of Cups that was rooted in needing to prove or feel worthy of love instead of really having unconditional, healthy love, right? Basically an ego-based love versus an authentic love. Ego-based love is like a trauma bond where it's like, let me love bomb you, then let me try and control you, and then let's get toxic and fight again, and then love bomb again, and blah, 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 right? Authentic love is the healthy communication, working with one another, taking space and explaining why you get triggered and not playing the blame game and learning to work through your issues and being individuals that work together on a partnership versus being enmeshed. Ace of Pentacles. King of Swords. I like that. They're going to come in very, very different. Queen of Swords. Nice. There it is. 7 of Pentacles. So now you're both sitting in truth. Like, okay, now's our chance. Ace. I love this. Ace of Pentacles is my favorite ace in all of tarot. It's very stable. It's very grounded. It is a tangible ace. It is something that will last the test of time. It's not like an Ace of Cups where it's just emotions, or an Ace of Wands where it's all sexy time. It's a pentacle. Like you are building a family or a home or a relationship, like something tangible that you can grab onto that's going to take roots and you ain't going to shake it. It's going to build into a 10 of Pentacles, right? It's unshakable. And you're already getting to the 7. You're both very authentically, very honestly, very transparently willing to invest in this, willing to invest in it and rebuild it. And that's amazing. And you showed up as a true pair. King and Queen of Swords is like no nonsense. Like, we're doing this. We're doing this. And we're doing it the right way. We're doing it in an authentic way. We're doing it in a way where we're both in our power. This is like, we ain't effing around kind of energy. And I love that it's the wolf. The wolf to me represents Hierophant energy. It represents spirituality, which tells me that this individual is going through a spiritual awakening. They're now matching this other energy's frequency in the sense of seeing it from a new perspective. And the feminine has the bull next to it, which represents the goddess Hathor, right? And Hathor is receptivity. If they had controlling tendencies, they're learning not to try to be a teacher or a leader. They're learning to be more receptive and allowing the relationship to take its own form, right? Not to hold expectations on one another, allowing each other to kind of relearn who each other is. And in turn, the relationship will flourish. 7 of Wands, the card of bravery. I really, really like this. And then you get the 8 of Pentacles and the Fool. Yes, the 8 always leads to the 10. So you're going to the 7, to the 8, eventually the 10. The Fool in reverse is second chances. I love that. And you don't see it as a risk, regardless if it's in reverse. It's more so like we're doing this together and we know we need to do it in a new way. I love this. Underneath it is the 3 of Pentacles, which represents rebuilding foundations. I could keep going, but I'm not going to. But Aries, this is what I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, or you want to join the tarot course or become a certified Reiki practitioner, all of those goodies are on my website. Check it out down below. And if you want to join our Patreon family for more readings and more content and help on your spiritual path, check that out too. I love you. Hit that like button, please. It helps the channel grow. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.